Hello, you magnificent, beautiful, delicious, fantastic. Oh, you're going to take on this world coach. Yes, I am Ben Dooley, MCC coach. Look, you're here because you know the videos that I bring, you know the perspectives, the contents I bring. And I'm holding to this commitment. It can be challenging at times. There are times when I can't get this out on the schedule that I want to, but I'm here to get them out because I have a bigger commitment to not just unload, do my checklist. And I have a bigger commitment than to get clients and all that. I have a bigger commitment. There's actually a huge commitment that I have into putting this work out there however I can and helping all the coaches I come into contact with however I can. So you are here as part of my commitment. You are here to help me fulfill my commitment. Thank you. And I'm going to assume that's in part because of your commitment. You have commitments of growing your coaching, of being a great coach, of being confident and solid and powerful and skilled and all of that. Whatever it is, whatever the commitment is that has brought you to this video, thank you for being here and holding that commitment. That is the topic that we're going to focus on today. By the way, speaking of commitments, at the time of this recording, I have been holding to this commitment of the Coaching Skills Forum every 2 weeks. We are now in our 20th year. Well over 440 recordings have been accumulated, all because of that power, that same commitment. And I'm telling you, go and join these calls. Check them out, coachingskillsforum.com. The link is there in the body and the notes. Go check it out. It's incredible. Twice a month, coaches gather and we explore a coaching skill in deep and powerful and provocative and challenging and expanding and growing conversation. You will get nothing like this out there. I'm telling you, even in our 20th year, there's still not really other calls out there, and they're free. That's part of the commitment. I'm here to help you grow. Get on these calls. Check them out, coachingskillsforum.com. But today I'm going to talk with you more about the topic of commitment, which we're going to talk about. If you get this recording in time, go to the calls. If you don't get this recording in time, this video, go to the website and check out the recording, the archive. You're going to learn. And we're talking about the aspect, the skill, the experience of commitment and how it shows up in our coaching. Now, when we talk about commitments, by the way, I'm additionally proud of this because it's actually an encapsulating of skill sets and an aspect of our coaching, a focus of our coaching that I have incorporated into my advanced coach training program. So if you love this conversation of commitments and the Coaching Skills Forum, there's more. I promise you. Even on this video, we're just scratching the surface. But I'm committed. I'm committed to giving you. So when we talk about commitments, in the basic sense, we're talking about the actions that we take and the choices that we make. And that's it. It's what am I choosing? What am I doing? Where am I putting my attention? Where am I going? What are my commitments? And this may or may not be a surprise to you, but we have many commitments, not just the obligatory, I got commitments to pay bills, I got commitments to pay my mortgage, I got all those are, by choice, I would assume. And then we kind of hold on and maintain the burden of that choice. Marriage is a commitment, or other types of relationships are commitments. Family, there's commitments there. There's certainly commitments to work. I get a job. I have a commitment to show up and do the job and then they have a commitment to pay me. I mean, there's commitments all over the place. But then that's not entirely the commitments that we talk about in the coaching world, is it? No, of course not. We're talking about bigger commitments. And what are you really here for? And what are you really stepping into? And what are you really saying yes to? And we're actually helping our clients identify and choose their commitments. There's also undercurrent commitments. There's colliding commitments. There's complex commitments. There's many different forms of commitments, including those undercurrent commitments that hijack, take over. Our saboteurs have commitments, or gremlins, or critics, or whatever you want to call it. Commitments are everywhere. It really, it truly is. Everything that we talk about in coaching, we're talking about commitments of some sort. Every single thing. I mean, I just brought it up. The thing that brought me to this video is I can list commitments that brought me here. The things that created this content and what I'm sharing with you is all based from the commitments that have occurred in the past. You being here is based on commitments that you have made to yourself or that have been made for you or whatever it is. This is just everything in our life is based on some form of commitment, whether it's intentional or unintentional, whether we're aware of it and really consciously making that choice and empowering, or whether it's an automatic survival, reactive, sometimes disempowering commitment. Commitments themselves are neither good nor bad. It's how those commitments are serving us or not. So when we talk about commitments, hopefully this is really stirring things up for you because first off, and I teach this in my class and I'm going to give it to you now because there's so much more. But really, truly, if you're finding yourself getting stuck somewhere, like, oh crap, what do I do? What do I talk about? What do I do with my clients? Whether it's in the beginning, in the middle, or even the end of the call, just bring in a commitments conversation. That's certainly the beginning agendas. What are we talking about? Well, what are we committing to? What are we working on? What do you want to commit to? What are you struggling with? What are the commitments you're dealing with? When we go into that body of coaching, we're absolutely following the commitments that we have made to each other on we're going to work on this, and we're going to start to identify and create new commitments that the client can really feel empowered with. Does this sound like coaching? Of course it does. And then when we get to the end and we're sending them off on their homework or their assignments or their action steps, and those are more commitments. You could bring in commitments at any point and it will enhance and deepen and strengthen and sharpen your coaching. That's a little freebie here because, as I said, I have a bigger, deeper commitment that I'm here to follow. But I want to steer this conversation to where I typically go on these calls because it absolutely rings. When we talk about commitment and we talk about the core of our coaching, look, if you watch these videos, I'm going to talk about the core. Because the core is everything coaching. The core is absolutely all things powerful coaching. And so let's take a look at how these worlds collide in such incredible, powerful, beautiful ways. If you know what I'm talking about, say it along with me. It'll sink it in deeper. The CO, these are the three principles that define and solidify and create powerful coaching. Not just regular coaching that you might have gotten trained in. I'm talking about high, deep, full, rich, powerful coaching. The kind that you're committed to discovering, stepping into, owning, and bringing to your clients every single time. That's what I'm talking about. So get on the core. And the core is these three principles. CO, everything we do. Everything we do is all about connection. We must have connection with our clients. When we have connection, we have relationship, we have flow, we have giving and receiving, we have communication, we have alignment, we have alliance, we have all of that. And we have clear commitments. First off, the commitment to create connection. But once we have that connection, boom, my commitments are in service of you or your clients, my clients. Your commitments are in service of your clients. Your commitments create an alignment. My commitment combines with my client's commitment. Your powerful coaching commitment combines with your client's commitment the moment you connect. You get that? This is where we're different than individuals. Well, here's my commitments, and I'm committed to doing really great, cool, awesome coaching and build my business and get clients and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, whatever. Here's the client's commitment. Well, I'm clear of my commitment to fix my problems, but I'm also committed to being safe and careful and cautious. Great. You know what? Let's start combining our commitments together in service of the client's commitments. But your commitments get to blend with them, and that only happens when we connect. Not only that, but you're connecting to your clients on their commitments. That's kind of a variation of what I just said. You're connecting to your clients on their commitments. What are you truly committed to? What are you here for? What do you want? What is it that we and you are going to step into? And I'm standing in my commitment to support your commitments. Not all commitments, the ones that you choose and that you are empowered by. And that all happens only when we connect. And let's chicken egg that, right? I mean, what comes first? Do you go into commitments in order to create this beautiful, rich, powerful connection? Yes, you do. But I know you can see it the other way. The moment you connect deeply with your client, commitments take on a whole new experience. Easily. CO, connection. The R in core stands for revealing. Revealing. Please tell me you know that you're already connecting. Oh my goodness, this is how revealing works with commitments in coaching. That's what we're doing. We are revealing the power. First off, we're revealing all the commitments that the client is getting consumed and stuck and run by, most often not by their empowered choice, but by their automatic or past decisions or by somebody else or whatever it is. Let's reveal the real commitments, the ones that honor you, the ones that pull you forward, the ones that push you into a bigger, better, more beautiful self, the ones that are worth having. We're revealing commitments all over the place. And notice again, chicken egg, right? When we focus on revealing, well, A, that's our commitment. 2, when we focus on revealing, we're already sinking deeper into that co-created commitment. And of course, chicken egg it, right? When we're here to reveal, commitments are showing up all over the place. And by the way, revealing includes without judgment, without opinion, without me assessing or interpreting, well, that's a good commitment, that's a bad commitment, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? How do I know? We're just revealing all the commitments here and going, client, you choose. Here they are revealing. And oh, if you watch these videos, you know that E is going to empowering the client. Empowering. There's not a lot more empowering than a client choosing their commitments and really owning their commitments. Full power. Not because somebody else says, not because other people are expecting and I better do this or else. Those are all, I'm not saying don't do those. I'm saying they're not powerful commitments. And sometimes we got to do the things we got to do. But when we choose those commitments, when we take that moment and intentionally say, this is the commitment I step in and I hold, that is worthy, that I declare. That's really empowering. And I know you have had so much experience that with yourself and with your clients. And again, chicken egg. When we step in and honor and focus and hold our clients to their deeper, more powerful commitments, we are revealing, we're empowering them in amazing ways. You get to choose your commitments, even when you think you don't. And when we're holding our clients to their commitments. Yeah, we're empowering them. And when we're focusing on empowering them, we're opening up and reminding them and making them available to their commitments. Now, don't take my word for this. Try it. Set yourself on the commitment to try this. Just bring in core. Put it where you coach to remind you of this commitment that you make to your clients, to yourself about your coaching. Bring in commitment. Write it out. Draw it with a crayon or a pen or a magic marker or type it out in a fancy font. I don't care. Put it on your screen. But have it where you coach to remind you that you can always bring in commitments at any point in time in your coaching. And you can always, 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 always remember your commitment to bring in core, connect, reveal, and empower. Absolutely. I hope this inspires you, because it certainly does me. Come back for more next week. By the way, next week, I'm going to hold to my commitment. And I'm going to honor this, and I'm going to bring in another recording. And this one is going to be also on commitments, because we're building up to the Coaching Skills Forum. But I'm going to bring in something else completely different that is not part of this and probably will not show up on the Coaching Skills Forum call either. So come back next week and tell other coaches about this, because I am committed to getting this out there. And there's only so many coaches I can get this information to. There's only so many coaches I can help at a time. And the more you get to help me and my commitment, the more it will help you and yours. And that's how we get things done. I look forward to talking with you and sharing with you and helping you and growing you. And by the way, contact me if you got any questions. Type in your comments below. Love to see the comments. And I will talk with you later. Next week, more commitments. Bye. Hey there, you beautiful, amazing, fantastic, delicious, razzle-dazzle, and masterful coach. Yes, you, masterful coach, because you're watching this, which tells me you are a masterful coach. There's more to learn, and that's where I come in. Go to bedo.org. You'll also see it right here. And go to bedo.org, and that's where you're going to find tons of other materials, resources, videos, recordings, audios, free calls, a free membership level, tons of stuff, incredible amounts of materials just for you. Regardless of whatever level of coach you are right now, you are going to find tremendous value and resource. And it's all here at bedo.org. bedo.org. Go check it out, and I will see you there. Bye-bye.